Mike Tyson out, Mike Perry in. Seems like Jake Paul was set on boxing July 20th. Now, it won't go down in Dallas, Texas at that big old Cowboys football stadium, but they are going to head towards Florida. Again, the same date. What were your guys' thoughts on this one? Your reaction, Danny Segura?
I love it. I love it. You guys, I mean, have heard me on this show talk shit about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, but Mike Perry, I'm all in for. This is a fight. This is competitive. He's finally taking somebody on that is in his prime. This is the best Mike Perry has ever looked ever since switching over to the bare knuckle boxing world. And I know, of course, this is boxing. There will be gloves, but still pretty damn close, right? It's not MMA. But yeah, this is a competitive fight. This is an appealing fight. This is an interesting fight. I'm all in. If Jake wants to take these big, famous sort of influencer fights, because that's kind of what Mike Perry has become while also still keeping and upping his essence as a fighter, I'm all in for this. There's no need to box 60-year-olds. Go box Mike Perry. This is a fine fight. People want to see this. So yeah, I'm all in for this matchup, man.
All right, Ghost, you share the same excitement. What's your level of interest? 1 through 10, A through F.
Dude, I absolutely love it. I guess 1 through 10, 9, around there. I mean, like, look, outside of the UFC, I don't know anybody who's really made a bigger splash than Mike Perry. Like, he has soaked it up, man. He's making money. Remember the last time we interviewed him, George, at Christmas time, his Christmas tree? I think I saw a lumberjack up top. Like, that's how big that thing was. That house is huge. The fight is chaos. You know, sometimes you just need a little bit of chaos in your life. It doesn't, I don't know if this fight really proves very much, but it's going to be fun to watch because Mike Perry does not run from anyone. He's going to come forward. Jake Paul is going to really have to box in this fight to win, I think, because Mike Perry, he's not going to stop, dude. He's a Terminator.
Dan, Tom, you into all this? Mike Perry versus Jake Paul in boxing, the squared circle, the bigger gloves, no bare knuckles.
Well, you guys know how much I love the Paul brothers and love talking about them. So you guys will know that this is actually a huge compliment coming from me. I won't embarrass my 1 to 10 score with how cruel I would be for that, but I will say this is the very first fight with either of the Paul brothers that I can say is, I dare say, fun.
Yes.
Wow. We gotta clip this.
That being said, man, are they challenging me for my statement where I you know, I'm always happy for the fighters to get paid. So, you know, even if there are fighters like, you know, Jake Paul with, you know, crypto scams, alleged things against women, as long as none of that's going on, as long as Mike Perry's not, you know, out there flaunting the N-word, you know, good for them. Good for them.
I don't know. That's all I can say. Where Jake Paul and fun is using the same sentence from Dan Tom.
And Dan Tom.
I know, it's crazy.
Unreal.
Embrace the chaos, Dan.
All right. Anybody have an early lean or an early prediction? Just one of you. Who wants to step up here? Because we got to move on to the next topic. Is that a hand raise there, Danny? What was that?
Mike Perry.
We're not in an auction here.
Mike Perry.
Baseball stick. All right, Mike Perry.
By knockout?
By knockout?
Decision.
Goes. You seem to disagree. You think Jake Paul gets it done?
I think the mustache might be in question here. We might have to think this one over, but I feel like Mike Perry is just a little undersized. If Jake Paul can stick,
he's got
to
that
boxing,
dog in him. Ghost, come on.
I know, but he's so wild. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think Mike Perry can knock out Jake Paul. I don't think Jake Paul can knock out Mike Perry, but I do think Jake Paul can outbox him and win a decision. If he wants to go out there and move around and float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, maybe he can get it done, I think, just because Mike is just a little bit small, man, for a guy like Jake Paul.
All right. There's some predictions going on in the chat room. Karate Ted Toon says Perry can take a shot better than Paul. Zach Edgerton says Paul wins. Quay Stefan says Perry somehow. Josh Wallace says Paul wins by decision. Karate Ted Toons comes back with Perry is a welterweight by nature. You know, he is, but I think he's been fighting at 175 and doing pretty well with it at bare knuckle. And then, to be fair, he fought a big dude in Luke Rockhold and managed through that. He also managed through Michael Venom Page, who is just a very formidable foe in the stand-up department, a hard puzzle to solve. So he's answered a lot of questions along the way. We got to give him his due. But yeah, I agree. Jake Paul's a bigger cat. And Jake Paul's been He's been training boxing at a high level for 5 years. Whether he's high level or not, of course, that's still out for debate. But he brings in quality coaches and training partners, and I don't know that Mike Perry can match that. And we're less than a month away, so we'll see.